Here we are here tonight, and it is a Falls Count Anywhere match. It is the Viper, the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton against the Nightmare Jordan Styles for the WWE Undisputed Championship, and I cannot believe it. Randy Orton has knocked off Bronson Reed as of late on Raw on Netflix, and he has earned his spot to challenge as the #1 contender for the WWE Undisputed Championship. And I know for a fact that Randy Orton is fired up to get himself another title. Now, Randy Orton has been put out of action multiple times by Kevin Owens, even by Bronson Reed. But now Randy Orton is here, Royal Rumble, and he is ready to battle it out against the Nightmare Jordan Styles. And I'll tell you something, that Randy Orton is poised here tonight, and I think an RKO can come out of nowhere. And if the Nightmare Jordan Styles makes Randy toss it over voices, he might even punk kick him. I'm just saying it. He might even punk kick the kid. He might lose his title way before his reign could be any longer. He has held this title for maybe over 6 months. And he is going on a streak. He has beaten the likes of Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed. He even lost to Carmelo Hayes and via disqualification because he hit a nightmare knee on Seth freaking Rollins, and that was a special guest referee, and he said he had enough. But we are here right now for the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton. I tell you, it is gonna be big. And we got it here tonight. We got ourselves here a slobber knocker, and the Nightmare Jordan Styles, the WWE Undisputed Champion, is here tonight. And you see, now he comes out here, you know, his confidence is starting to sway after that disqualification against Carmelo Hayes, and he barely beat the likes of Bronson Reed. But now the Nightmare Jordan Styles is here tonight, Royal Rumble. Mind you, the Royal Rumble, the men's Royal Rumble, will be our main event. We're going to find out who is going to have their first journey on the road to WrestleMania, and then we're going to go on to Elimination Chamber. But as we look into the future, we're here right now in the present. It is the Royal Rumble. It is a Falls Count Anywhere match, and it is the Nightmare Jordan Styles against the Viper, the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton. And we know what Jordan Styles has to do to get it done. He has to put the pedal to the metal. He has to grind down the old gears of Randy Orton. Can the Nightmare Jordan Styles get it done here tonight? We're going to find out here. Royal Rumble, WWE Undisputed Championship is on the line. It is a Falls Count Anywhere match, which means if you're outside, inside, you are going to get pinned. We're here tonight. The road to WrestleMania is ahead. You see that banner right there? The road to WrestleMania is ahead, and we are destined for a slobber knocker here tonight. This absolute banger. It is the Nightmare Jordan Styles against the Viper, Randy Orton, and here is Mike Roan letting us know what is going on. Now, I know that Randy Orton knocked off Bronson Reed, gave him a punt kick, and now he is out of action for a few months with a concussion. But Randy Orton is fired up to get his hands on the Nightmare Jordan Styles and get his hands on that WWE Undisputed Championship. And we're going to find out here tonight, can the Nightmare Jordan Styles get it done and beat another legend in the game, which is Randy Orton? And we're going to find out here tonight. The WWE Championship is on the line. It is a Falls Count Anywhere match, and we have ourselves a banger. The Nightmare Jordan Styles gives the title to the referee. He lets Randy see the title. Maybe he sees it, Maybe he holds it. We're going to find out here tonight. And he holds it up. Who is going to be destined to hold this title at the end of the night? We're going to find out here tonight. Randy Orton, Jordan Styles, the bell is about to ring. Falls count anywhere match for the Undisputed Championship. And here we go. The Nightmare Jordan Styles tried to take a head in the match. And here we go with an angle slam. And it's a kick out for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. First pin goes to Randy. Randy swings him to the ropes. And he flies out of the ring. The Nightmare Jordan Styles goes flying out the ring. And what is he doing? Oh my goodness. Randy Orton begins to stomp the sternum of the Nightmare Jordan Styles. He has him out on his... Oh! And the Nightmare Jordan Styles counters. But it's not looking good because he sends him into the barricade. And now he is down. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles begins to get fired up, and he goes for an elbow drop. He goes for an elbow drop. What could the Nightmare Jordan Styles be thinking? And oh my goodness, what is he doing? He goes for another big elbow drop from the top rope, and he missed. And now Randy Orton gets leg up in the match, and he sends him into the steel steps. But no, he hits him with a back. Oh my goodness. He hit him with a back suplex, and I think that the Nightmare Jordan Styles may be injured here tonight, and he goes ahead and he grabs Randy Orton. It seemed so dangerous, and he grabbed the kendo stick, and oh my goodness, and he tricked Randy Orton, and now he tricked Randy Orton, and he knees him, and then he goes for a forearm after Randy already encountered him. And now the Nightmare Jordan Styles begins to pick up this kendo stick and go to work on Randy Orton. And he begins to, oh my goodness, he broke the kendo stick on the head of Randy Orton. And now he's sending him to the ropes. And I think that he could be thinking of something nefarious to do. And my goodness, what is the Nightmare thinking right now? He's going up top. He's going up top. And he's going for a superplex into, what is this? A final cut. That signature move of the Nightmare Jordan Styles. He pulled it out early in the match. I can't believe this. And he knees Orton in the face. He knees Orton in the face. Orton is down, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get up, if he's even concussed, because he hit him with a vicious knee here tonight. This Falls Count Anywhere match is absolutely taking him to the edge, and he super kicks Randy Orton once again. The Nightmare Jordan Styles is just absolutely brutalizing the Viper Randy Orton. My goodness, what is he doing? He's taking him up top again. The Nightmare Jordan Styles could be thinking of something crazy here tonight again, and it's early in a match. He is putting it all on the line, and it's a Falcon Arrow for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. One. And it's only a 1 count from Randy Orton. You tell the pedigree of Randy Orton. No, what is he thinking? He grabbed that steel chair, but no, he sends Orton outside, and it looks like he's going for a suicide dive, and he hits, oh my goodness, he misses the suicide dive. Randy just left him there, and now he's going with a kendo stick, and he begins to hit him and brutalize. It looks like Jordan Styles could be pinned, but no, he kicks out after that kendo stick, and that back hitting the mat, hitting the cement. And he goes and fends him off, and he sends him to the barricade, and he bangs his head off the barricade. Those voices could be talking to him here tonight, but they're not telling him to get out the way. He has been brutalized with that kendo stick, and he begins to break the kendo stick on the stomach of the Viper Randy Orton. It is not looking good for Randy Orton. And he begins to punish Orton with those steel steps. He is bringing it to, oh my goodness, what is he doing? He hits him with the steps again. He hits him with the steps again, and now the Nightmare Jordan Styles grabs the Crown Bottle, and he tries to hit him with the Crown Bottle, and then he knocks Orton down again, and Orton counters. It is getting crazy, and Orton begins to pick up the steel steps. What is he doing? He throws it on the sternum of the Nightmare Jordan Styles, and he begins to stomp out the Nightmare Jordan Styles, a vintage Randy Orton move. Here goes that stump. Oh my goodness. Nightmare Jordan Styles could be out from that stump. And it's only a 2 count for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. And it looks like Orton could be going there. He's looking for an RKO, and he gets an RKO right here tonight. What's going on? And the Nightmare Jordan Styles kicks out. He hits him with an RKO. My goodness. The Nightmare Jordan Styles resiliency is absolutely on an all-time high with Randy Orton here tonight. And then he begins to get a leg up in the match, and he slams Orton's arm so he can't do those RKOs. And he hits him, and then he hits him on the chest again, and it looks like what is the Nightmare Jordan Styles thinking? And it's a huge elbow drop. It looks like Randy Orton is out. He tries to swing him into the ring. No, it doesn't work. And he tries to go for a suplex, and then he goes for a belly. He goes for a German suplex, which was absolutely phenomenal. And now he's grabbing the steel steps, and it looks like he could be trying to brutalize him. And he hits him, but he didn't get it all. And now he's going for some signature moves. Randy Orton is just showing he's going all out on the Nightmare Jordan Styles. Randy's going up top. What could he be thinking? What could he be thinking? And he tries to go for a body splash. And then the Nightmare Jordan Styles hits him with the knee. And now it looks like the Nightmare Jordan Styles is sending him back in the ring. But no, he hits him. He gets a drop kick. Oh my goodness. The Nightmare Jordan Styles is fired up, and he's back in the ring. But no, he's going out there for a suicide dive. He goes for a suicide dive. The Nightmare Jordan Styles has no fear against the legend killer. Randy Orton is absolutely getting brutalized. Oh my goodness. It's not looking good. He counters. And then he puts him out. It looks like Randy Orton is busted open. It looks like Randy Orton could be open. What's he doing? What's he doing? He's sending him to the ropes. He's sending him to the turnbuckle. And he could be looking for that move. He's going for that double leg shotgun drop kick. And now it looks like it's over for Randy Orton. He's going up top. The Nightmare Jordan Styles is going up top. He says it is over. And it's over. No, he counters. He counters. He counters that coup de grace for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles could be out. And he only gets a 2 count. He only gets a 2 count. And now the Viper is absolutely beaten on. What is he doing? What could he be thinking? He grabs that steel chair, but no. And he tries to hit him with a running knee, but he missed. No! He has a big back. Oh my goodness. He just backdropped him, but I don't think that the Nightmare Jordan Styles is stopping there. He's not stopping there. What's he doing? He sends him into the ropes. Randy Orton hits him with an RKO. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles kicks out. The Nightmare Jordan Styles kicks out. What is going on here? It's a counter, but the Nightmare Jordan Styles gets a counter, and then he tries to, oh my goodness. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles counters again. What's going on? And he goes for a basement drop kick. No. What? He could have set up for that move of his. And what is he doing? He goes ahead and kicks him outside the ring. And he goes a slingshot somersault plancha. And the ref is out here. He could be out. 1, 2. No. No. The Nightmare Jordan Styles could not keep the Viper out. And he's sending the Viper. The Viper sending him all the way to the stage. No. He went for that knee. He went for that knee. And now, the Nightmare Jordan Styles going for a powerbomb. Another powerbomb. Another powerbomb. That's 3 powerbombs. My goodness. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles is fired up here tonight. And my goodness, he's going for a possum pin. And no, the Nightmare Jordan Styles kicks out. The Nightmare Jordan Styles kicks out. And Randy Orton is retreating now. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles is starting to be calculated. And what is he doing? Oh my goodness. He done turned the lights out. He done turned the lights out on the Viper. And he sends him back in the ring. And we know what that means. He says it is over. And he's going for a coup de grace. And it could be over. 1, 2. We thought it was 3. And Randy Orton, the pedigree. The pedigree. What is he doing? A small coup de grace. And now he's picking him back up. And he's going for a 1916. No, it's a counter. It's a counter. It's another counter. Counter for counter. And he hits him with a nightmare knee, and he can be out. 1, 2, 3, and a Nightmare Jordan Styles retains. Oh my goodness. What a hell of a match. Randy Orton was giving Jordan Styles the work. He was staying on his ass, and I cannot believe it. The Nightmare Jordan Styles has showed some grit. He has showed some determination to keep this title and continue to be your WWE Undisputed Champions. He has continued to hold this Undisputed Championship, and he goes for that final cut. He has pulled out all the stops just to get this job done, and he did it without even breaking a sweat. The Nightmare Jordan Styles is still your WWE Champion, even though Randy Orton had that RKO out of nowhere, and we thought it was over. And right here, Randy Orton kicks out, and then he goes for a possum pin. 1, 2, no good. And then they get back in the ring, and then he hits him with a nightmare knee, and that puts him out for good. The Nightmare Jordan Styles shows you why he continues to defeat all of these wannabe greats. Randy Orton is a legend in his own right. He's a Hall of Famer in his own right. But he is not the Nightmare Jordan Styles. The Nightmare Jordan Styles is here to stay. He has been on the top of the food chain. Nobody is going to take him out, and it's going to take an army to get that title off of his hands. This is the Royal Rumble